Next is the option of adding an energy storage system. If you do add an energy storage system, please select the ESS brand and model first. The battery default settings will appear below. There are several parameters affecting solar offsets and ROI results of the projects according to model stimulation. First is the max discharge power in kilowatt rate per hour, which is the maximum current at which the battery can be discharged continuously. This is the limit normally defined by the battery manufacturer to prevent the discharge rates that would damage the battery or reduce its capacity. Second is the maximum depth of discharge. This refers to the amount of energy that is cycled in and out of the battery on a given cycle. This will be expressed as a percentage of the total capacity of the battery. You can also regard maximum depth of discharge as a setting option. For example, if you set the max DoD as 80%, there will be at least 20% of energy stored in the battery to keep it running. Then choose the battery warranty from the options of 5, 10, 15, 20, and 25 years. Next is the maximum charge power, which is the largest charge current that the battery can accept. The charge and discharge efficiency, which are both indicators of how much energy is put into or drained from a cell relative to the amount of energy that is going to be dissipated within the cell as a result of its internal impedance. The efficiency will change when the current changes. The battery degradation rate is affected by factors like temperatures, electrochemical operating windows, and the charge/discharge rates. Next, the battery discharge cycle is how many times a battery can do its discharge cycle, which includes one-time discharge and one-time charge, within its lifetime. Manufacturers often will use an 80% or 90% DoD formula to rate a battery. You can find this information from the product spec sheet. Next is the controlling system setting. First, utilize the peak demand shaving option. You can choose to target TOI peak demand period, which means that you will use the stored solar energy during the peak time, and then will charge when the electricity rates are at their lowest, i.e., during off-peak hours or with the excess solar energy the system is producing. Then select charging restrictions. You can choose to charge the battery from only solar panels, or from both solar panels and the grid, or from just the grid. Please notice the system simulation does not support if you choose Do Not Target TOU Peak Demand Period and No Charge Restrictions at the same time. Next, there's the ESS Replacement Cost. You can define the ESS end of life based on the product warranty period or design discharge cycles. Then choose End of Life Treatment. You can choose to either not replace the battery or replace it with the same ESS. This is going to affect the overall cost of the solar power system.